So you want to learn how to do the credits warp in Super Mario World, huh? Well, you're in luck because this video is going to show you how. Now I will warn you, this is incredibly difficult to pull off, so don't expect to get it on your first try. First off, let me explain what this credits warp is for anybody who's not familiar with it. With this glitch, we can skip straight to the end credits from the first level in the game. We have to set up a bunch of values in the game's memory, and then pull off a glitch that will let us execute that memory. I'm going to avoid talking about technical stuff in this video, but if you want to learn more, I should have another video that explains everything really well. Enough about what this is, let's get on to how you can do it. There are 6 main parts to the credits warp route. You have to place 6 Koopa shells in an exact position. You have to eat 10 berries. You have to glitch 2 berries. You have to place a P-switch in an exact place. You have to break a turn block, and you have to perform the item swap. The first thing you need to do is place the 6 Koopa shells in the exact position so that the game can read them as code and execute it. First, kick this shell off the screen as soon as you can, then get Yoshi. Then you'll want to run left and jump on top of this question mark block and get off Yoshi right about here. You'll want to stomp on the Koopas 3, 4, 2, and 1 in that order. Try to land on the Koopas on the side closer to Yoshi, that way the shellless Koopas will go flying in the opposite direction. You'll want the shells to end up about here. Sometimes the Koopas tend to walk around a bit and the shells don't end up in the exact right spot, but anywhere close to here is good enough. Here comes the tedious part. Get back on Yoshi and lick up the second shell. You'll want to stand in this exact position, jump, and then spit the shell out. Next, lick up the 4th shell. This is kind of difficult, but if you hold up, press Y, and then let go of up for a split second while Yoshi's tongue is over the shell, and then hold up again until Yoshi has it in his mouth, you'll be able to eat the shell without killing the 3rd shell. Then stand in this exact position, jump, and spit the shell out. Now eat the 3rd shell, stand in this spot, and spit the shell out. And similarly for the 1st shell, stand right here, and then spit the shell out. Now, go to the left and lick up the shell that is on the bottom. If the shell isn't there, you'll have to restart because it despawned. Walk under the platform and stand right about here and spit the shell out. Make sure not to spit the shell out too early or you'll burn up the Koopa on the right. Finally, eat the Koopa on the right, stand right about here, and spit the shell out again. If you did that all correctly, your code should now be set up. Now we need to make our way to the end of the level. And while we're doing that, we need to eat 10 berries and glitch 2 more. You can easily glitch a berry that's 2 tiles off the ground by standing to the right, running at it, and then trying to eat it just before Yoshi's face hits the berry. It doesn't matter which 2 berries you glitch or which 10 berries you eat, you just have to make sure by the end of the level Yoshi will poop out a mushroom. On your way, make sure not to collect more than 1 dragon coin. If you collect 2 or more, the glitch will not work. You'll want to collect the mushroom and head over to the right. When you get about here, hit the select button to drop the mushroom, walk a little bit more to the right until you can see the P-switch, and then go back and collect the mushroom. From there, eat the piranha plant and then use Yoshi to jump on top of these blocks. Spin jump to break these 3 top blocks, go to the right, collect these 3 coins, and then collect the P-switch and bring it to the left. Make sure not to get hit by Chuck. You can stomp on him, just make sure not to kill him. On the other side of this pipe, stand right here exactly and then kick the P-switch upwards. Now comes the most frustrating and difficult part of the whole run. Scroll the screen to the right by pressing R, and then run at full speed and jump on top of these blocks by using a spin jump. You'll want to land on the top leftmost block, and then move a little bit to the right so these little particles go off the screen right here exactly. My advice is to keep holding right until you land on the block, Press left for a very small short amount of time and then hold right again. Once Mario gets about here, you'll want to hold left again. If Mario goes past this line, he'll load in the goal point at the end of the level and the whole thing is ruined. Now that that's out of the way, it's time to perform the item swap. Hop back on Yoshi and move to the left past these pipes. You'll want the chuck to go off the screen and despawn. Now jump on top of this green pipe. You'll want to be lined up about in the middle, if anything a little bit more to the right. Scroll the screen to the right by pressing R and then press select to drop the mushroom. Quickly drop down here between the bush and the pipe. You'll want to be about 2/3 to 3/4 of the way closer to the bush than the pipe. You ultimately want Yoshi's tongue to stick out just a little bit further than the mushroom. Once you think you're in the right spot, and the mushroom comes down to line up with Mario's face, press and hold X and A, then press and hold right, and then let go of A. This is going to be very quick. Here's a little diagram of the buttons you should press. If everything goes well, the chuck should teleport to Yoshi's tongue and Mario should get hit. At this point, you'll want to let go of all buttons and press and hold up. If you notice that Mario is facing left, you should also hold right as well. If all the shells were in the right spot, if the P-switch was in the right spot, and if the particles coming off the block were in the right spot, and you perform the item swap well, then you should glitch straight to the credits. Thanks for watching. Here's the whole run in full speed.